Okay. So as we have completed about STP process, okay, now we are going to know about some STP timers. Okay. So if you'll come here to this lab, let's take one Cisco lab which is related to STP, spanning tree, STP, port ID, system ID, anyone. Okay. So let's start all the labs. Now let's take the console. Okay, switch one. So if you're typing here, so a spanning tree. Okay, so this is the root, right?
Yes.
But here are
Yes.
some timers like hello time 2 second, max age 20 seconds, forwarding delay 15 seconds, and
Yes.
egging time is 300 seconds. Okay, now see,
Okay.
first understand hello timing. Hello timing is, say this, hello timing is 2 seconds, and this is periodic. Okay,
Okay.
forward delay timer. Okay, forward delay timer is 15
15.
seconds each. Forward delay means before forwarding. If I want to move to forwarding state,
Learning.
okay, if I want to move to forwarding states, right? So 15
Yeah.
is this one listening and 15 is learning, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's why it is 15 each. Okay,
Okay.
now max age timer. Max age timer means if I am blocked by some STP process, right?
Okay.
Okay, and if I am blocked and due to some STP topology change, I am
Okay.
not receiving BPDU which is in periodic 2 seconds. So I will
Okay.
wait for 20 seconds max age timer. Okay, of what? Max age timer of hello means if I am not receiving hello, okay,
Okay.
for 20 seconds, and it, in another word, in book you will say that if a blocking port will miss 10 hello packets,
Okay.
10 hello packets. So if I'll miss 10 hello packets means how many seconds?
20.
20 seconds is the same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so if blocking port will not receive 10 hello packets on the interface, because see, blocking port, it doesn't mean that it's blocking, it's blocked but it's not disabled. So blocking port will not send BPDU, but blocking port will receive BPDU, right?
Yes.
Yes. So if the blocking port will not receive BPDU from last 20 seconds, then it will go for listening, learning, and then it will move to forwarding. So this is the timer.
Okay.
So if you're coming here, so you can see here, hello is done, max age is done, forward delay is done, and now egging. Egging is this one. So if you're talking about, so MAC address table. So this is your egging time of your MAC address table, means my MAC address table can store the dynamic entry of the host or of the computers or the MAC address in the MAC
Okay.
address table for 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, so hello, hello is the time that BPD is advertised out of all the ports in every 2 seconds. Uh, the it is the
Really.
time periodic between hello created by root bridge, because you see why
Yes.
always root bridge, because we are talking about STP right now. Okay, and it is
Yes.
default. Okay, see, in STP only root is sending, but after STP, okay, all switches send BPDU messages. Okay, now
Yes.
forward delay is 30 seconds. Why? Because there is two
Yes.
forward, listening and learning, right?
Listen.
Okay, max age is
20
20
seconds.
seconds to wait for your BPDU messages, If the BPDU message will not received by the blocked board, then it will move to means listening and learning stage, right?
Okay.
Okay. So this all story has written here. Okay. Now you can move to this. That okay. Now see, in the legacy STP 802.1d, we have two type of time. Okay. In the first process of selection in STP, when we select root, the port
Yes.
go to listening state, which is 15 seconds, and learning state, which is 15 seconds. So the total time for the first selection is 30 seconds, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. But when we have failure in the topology, failure means first process is my 30 seconds, but now
Yes.
my some few ports are blocked due to STP conversions, right? See, this
Yes.
port is blocked. See, first process, this also took how many? 30, 30,
Yes.
30, right?
Yes.
Okay, after 30 seconds process, this port is blocked, right? But
Yes.
when this port, due to some STP topology changes, now this port wants to become up. So
Okay.
this will take
20 minutes.
total 50
20.
seconds.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so this will take total 50 seconds, right? 20 seconds is the waiting time, and
Yes.
15 seconds and 15 seconds is the listening and learning time, right?
Okay.
Okay, now if I want to adjust and change my STP timers, no need to wait for that 30 seconds like that. Okay, okay, so how I can change? So let me come here, come to my topology here. I'm on switch 1. I'll come here to conf t spanning tree VLAN 1. Why I'm writing VLAN 1? Because I have right now single VLAN, right?
Yes.
Okay, but if I have multiple VLANs, at that time I can select whichever VLAN I want to configure, right? Because in the per
Okay.
VLAN STP. So right now VLAN 1, hello, hello time, I want to make from which is hello is what, 2, right? I want to make 10.
Okay.
Okay, now I want to make forward delay, right? VLAN
Okay.
1 forward time, for that forwarding time, the forward delay right now it's 15 seconds, but forward delay I
Yes.
want to make 10.
Okay.
Okay, then again spanning tree VLAN 1 max age. Okay, max age is 20, right? So that max age
Yes.
also I want to make 10 seconds,
Okay.
right? The value rejected, it must be greater than hello. Okay, no problem. So max age is let me make 15. Okay,
Okay.
and now if you are checking with the so spanning tree, okay, see everything has been changed. See, hello is 10. Max
Yes.
age is, the waiting time is 15. Or you can say, see
Yes.
why here it has written max is, but if you'll see the real, it's a hold time, right? Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, this
It's
is hello, this is hold. Okay, and this is the forward delay. 10 10 means now instead of 30, now it is 20 seconds, right?
so
Egging.
here,
Hmm.
if you have like three VLAN, you have to list it all the three VLAN with
Y-
this one with
yes.
the modification of Halo.
Yeah, because see right now if you'll check here, so spanning tree summary. See, right now I'm running what?
PVST mode.
PVST, right? So if I will
Yes.
come here, spanning tree mode, MST, PVST, rapid spanning, right? Do my switch
Okay.
support about normal STP?
Yes.
No, my switch is supporting PVST.
Okay, but in the default one, you can set up
See,
this
if you'll
version.
check here, show version, right? So my version is 15.1. Okay, you will find normal STP, okay, normal
Yeah.
common spanning tree in the 12.1, 12.2 versions like that. So in that you can select common STP, something like that. Okay,
Okay.
but
Okay.
this is the high end switches. So in the high end switches you will not
Yeah.
find common STP.
SCP. Okay.
Yes. Okay, now just a second. Okay, so we have configured all the timings. You can see here we have changed so a spanning tree. Okay, so we have changed the timing. Now we are changing the MAC address table timing, right? So that is known as egging time. So now you come here, type here MAC address. Why is not taking MAC address table egging time, and now you put question mark, right? Okay,
Yes.
now enter 0 to disable
To
a.
design.
Okay, yes, is means permanent. Okay,
Okay.
permanent means when your switch will restart or something will happen, then it can go off, otherwise it will be there in your switches. Okay,
Okay.
and permanent means it will be in your phone log, remember, in your call logs. Okay,
Yes.
it will be there, but how the older logs will be deleted and the new logs will come, right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
you remember, we have seen one thing in the switches, MAC address table storing capacity, it was 8,000,
Yes.
remember or
See.
forget?
About
No, this. So SDM
yeah, yes,
prefer. So SDM switch device manager. Something was there. Remember? Maybe I forget that command. Let me. Switch device manager we talked about after VLAN or something. Remember?
yes, I remember about the command that
Yeah, yeah. Even I also forget that command. After STP. Yes, this one.
yes,
So SDM prefer, right?
SB,
Okay.
SDN prefer.
I don't know why this switch is not supporting. So so SDM question mark. I don't know why this switch is not supporting. Okay. Or maybe continue to show SDM.
Okay.
So SDM. Okay, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
So here what I want to say that you can come here. You can let me show you here. The MAC address table is how much? 8,000,
Eight.
right? So if I will configure like this, okay, if I will configure this one, conf t mac mac address table egging time. Okay, if I'll configure 0, if I'll put like 0 like this, right? Okay,
Yes.
so if you'll check this one command, so a spanning tree. Okay, here you are getting 0. 0 means, right, means what you did, you said that okay, I will store 8,000 MAC addresses and that will be there.
Okay.
Okay, and it will never be deleted automatically. What will happen if the newer entry will come and the older entry will be deleted, right?
Okay.
Okay, so if you'll do like that, right, you know what problem you are doing for your switch? Your switch will start hanging, right? Because you are not deleting older MAC addresses, right? So
Yes.
here what you have to do, you have to consider that no, normally it is uh, 300 seconds or whatever, right? I will say
Yeah.
that no,
Do you
this, yeah,
understand? Yes.
yeah. So I will say 10 seconds. Now you will see that show a spanning tree. Now the egging time is 10 seconds.
Okay.
Now whatever timing you are putting, that those all timings should be in seconds, okay?
Okay.
Yes. So now we understood about the timings. And always keep in mind, if you are configuring timing on one switch, so you should configure same timing on other switches also, okay?
Yes.
Now see what will be the problem. If one switch, if I'm configuring this switch, okay, if in one switch I'm configuring hello timer 20 seconds, right? Or
Yes.
normally, okay, or maybe if I will change hello timer more than 20 seconds like that, and the switch hold timer is something 20 seconds, remember? So it will break.
Yes.
Yes, so you should
Is it
configure
freeze?
same, yeah, identical on all the switches.
Okay.
Okay, hello timer is okay, this is okay. Now see here, if STP states, if it is disabled, do it will forward any data? No, no.
No.
Okay, now stable means, do, if it is disabled, do any process is running there? No, it is a stable. Disable means disable. Blocking,
Yes.
no data forward, no MAC address
Mm.
table receiving and sending, right? Okay,
Okay.
okay, no, 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 data for no, but learns MAC address, okay, no. Now
Okay.
it is also a stable. Why it is a stable? Because blocked means blocked, right?
Yes.
Now see,
That
in
is
learning no data forwarding, in listening no data forwarding, okay? But
yes.
learn MAC address, see, in listening you do not learn MAC address. What you do, you forward your MAC addresses, right?
Yes.
Okay, and in learning you learn the MAC address and you compare who is the
Oh.
best, then you decide the port states and your route, your switch states, right? Whether it will be root or
Yes.
non-root. And here is a transitory means it will not be a stable. After listening it will move to learning, okay?
Yes.
And after learning it will move to forward, right? In
Yes.
forwarding, yes, data for, there will be data frame forwarding, learn MAC
Mm.
address, and yes, it will be a stable. Forward means forward. After that there is no any other states, right?
Yes. Yes.
STP tree topology changes, yes. TCN, see, understand about
PC.
this. Yes, TCN is,
Okay.
see what TCN is doing. In TCN you will have two TCN, one is configuration BPDU and one is
Yeah.
topology change notification BPDU,
Okay.
right? In that what is
Yes.
happening, TCN will send topology change notification when configuration is sent when, okay? See, configuration is sent like when normal BPDU is sent in the network, right? That is configuration
Okay.
BPDU,
Okay.
okay? But topology change, when there is some kind of changes, or if the port is down or something, in that
Yes.
time TCN will be sent, right?
Okay. So there's two type of BBT
Yes, one is configuration BPDU and topology
and
change
STT.
notification, okay? So now here, uh, let's see the TCN lab, okay?
Okay.
How TCN is working with the debug command. TCN lab. Now start, this is root I think, but we'll define and we'll find whether this one is root
Yeah.
or not. Start all the labs. Okay, if I'm coming to switch 1,
Yes.
so spanning tree. Okay, this is root. Okay, okay. And now if I'm coming to switch 4, so a spanning tree, root data. Okay, now see how it is working. Now root all port is designated.
Yes.
Okay, so if this is designated, so this is also designated, right?
Yes.
Okay, then this port is what? Tell me.
Root port.
Very good. First select root port. This has also this one will be a root port, right?
Root port too. Yes.
Okay, and this one will, now tell me, this port will be root port or this port will be root port? Means this one will be root port or this one will be root port? And there will be one more which is,
Block.
yeah, B. Now tell me which one will be block and which one will be root port?
The down E0/0 will be the block one.
Why? See, my
Okay.
friend, if this
Yes.
R4, switch 4, sorry. Okay, now
Yes.
tell me,
Yes.
cost is 100.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Cost is 100. Cost is 100. Cost is
Yes.
100. Cost is 100. To make this as a RP, okay, this
Yes.
R switch 4 will count 100, 100, 200 to reach root, right?
Yes.
From switch 4 to switch 200 and 100, 200 for this side and 200 from this side.
Yes.
So it is equal.
Mama.
Okay. Now
Okay.
first thing, it will cost is equal, right? Now it will
Yes.
consider
Cost
second, what?
port
What port?
interface
No, I'm not
port
directly
family.
connected to root.
Okay.
Up,
Upstream
upstream,
switch. Yeah. Switch.
switch, bridge, id.
Bridge.
Okay,
Okay.
now for root port selection, okay,
Okay.
this condition is for root port selection. Okay, so cost to lowest cost, right?
Yes.
lowest
Yes.
lowest cost to reach root, right? Upstream
Yes.
switch, like upstream switch lowest
Like
bridge id.
when you are saying upstream, what does it mean when you are
Okay,
saying
okay, good.
upstream or downstream?
Upstream upstream lowest. Upstream means
Yes.
if switch 4 wants to reach root, okay,
Yes. Okay.
so suppose if switch is maybe there is also one switch right here, for example.
Yes.
So this is
Okay.
a downstream switch.
Okay.
Okay, means I
Okay.
cannot reach to root via this link, right? Are you understanding?
Yes.
But I can reach root via this link, so this is my upstream and this is also upstream.
Okay.
Understood?
I see.
Okay, so upstream switch lower bridge id. Now tell me, I have two upstream switch, okay,
Yes.
switch 3 and switch 2. So who have lowest bridge id? Tell me. Of
S
course,
S.
switch 2 has the lowest bridge id, right?
Yes. Switch to.
Yes. Okay, so I will select that one. So now tell me, uh, so this is RP, right?
Yes. This is RP
Okay,
and
now so here will be what you're thinking, here will be DP, right?
yes. DP.
Here is DP. Okay,
Yes.
and here will be DP, so DP cannot be same. Okay,
Yes.
so they will fight and they will say that no, I am. So okay, now compare switch 3 bridge id,
Yes.
switch 4 bridge id, which one is the lowest one?
The top one, switch 3.
Switch 3. So switch 3 will win and this will be block.
Yes.
Okay. Now any question in the blocking port or something like that?
Like here.
Here or in future also, if I'll give you any lab.
No, I'm talking about this blocking. Did you manage to get that this one is the broke one and the up down is because they are all equal. Even the interface is E0/1, E0/1.
See, on switch 4.
Yes.
Okay, let's consider. On switch 4, I'm going to decide which one is my RP first, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
On from switch 1, so from switch 4, if I want to reach root, okay,
Yes.
I have two paths from switch 3, from switch 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. From which way I have the lowest cost?
They are same.
Same. So that
Yes.
is tie. Okay. Now I will go
Yes.
for second process, which is upstream switch lowest bridge ID. Okay.
Yes.
So now tell me, switch 3 is providing me lowest bridge ID or switch 2 is providing me lowest bridge ID? Switch 2 is providing me
Same.
lowest bridge ID. If you want to consider, come here to switch 2. So spanning tree, my
Yes.
bridge ID is this one, 200, right? MAC
Yes.
address, bridge ID is the common, right? Okay.
Okay.
Now switch 3. So spanning tree, so his is 300. Okay, are you understanding?
Okay.
So
Yes.
switch 3 is 300.
Yes.
This one is 300.
Yes.
This one is
200.
200.
Yes.
And this one is
400.
this one is 100 and this one is 400. Okay. Okay, now
Okay.
so who upstream switch, who is providing me lowest bridge ID?
Switch to.
Switch 2. So I will consider this path to reach root, so this will be my
Okay.
root port.
Okay.
Okay, now
Yes.
we are talking about designated port. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is designated, this is also designated, right?
Yes.
Switch 3, one is RP and one will be designated, right?
Yes.
Okay, now here is also designated and here is also designated, so both will fight, because I told you
Yes.
designated cannot be there.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yes, on a same link. So they will fight, and when they will fight, they will say that okay, let's fight, and whoever have the lowest MAC address, he will win. Now tell me, who will
Yes.
win?
The top one.
Top
That's
top one. So this will be block, right?
okay.
And this
Okay.
remaining is a DP, because here is no one to compare.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Because right now I did not see this one. The the bridge ID. This is the reason why I was asking.
Okay. Bridge ID is the common for everyone, right?
Yes.
Only MAC address is the different, because the normal bridge ID that is 32768, that is default. Okay, so here we were talking about uh, TCN, right? Okay,
Yes.
so if I'm coming to PC1, PC1 IP address is there, and if PC1 is trying to communicate 192.168.1.2 is communicating, right? Okay, so
Yes.
if I will come to switch 4, so MAC address table. See, I have the address here, right? Okay,
Yes.
so this address table will be maintained in your routing table for how many seconds?
300.
300 seconds. Very good. Now, for example, if you are coming on switch 4, so PC2 is, I think PC2 is this one. If you are coming on PC2,
Yes.
so IP, PC2 is 6801. Okay, PC2
Yeah.
is 6801. Okay, so this entry is saying that PC2 is connected to me via
E0
E0 by 2.
slash.
Fine, yes, it is connected to E0 by 2, right? If I'm
Yes.
coming to switch 3, so spanning tree, sorry, so MAC address table 6801, 68 is there, so no problem. Let's generate some traffic from this side. Ping 192.168.1.1. Do I have the entry now? Why is entry is not coming? No problem. Let me connect one computer here. To be let me connect here. Three, 4. See, this TCN is also automatic, but I just wanted to show you with some messages.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Now start all the systems. Now PC3, take a console of PC3 and PC4 as well. Take a console. So PC3 IP is IP 192.168.1.3 and PC4 IP address is IP 192.168.1.4. See, now let's communicate to everyone. PC3 and PC4. Now if I'm coming to switch 4, now if you are taking the MAC address, everyone is there. Fine.
Yes.
Switch 3. Okay, everyone is there, right? So
Yes.
I wanted to show you that PC2 is connected. PC2 can be reachable via switch 3 from E0 by 0, right? You will see here
Yeah.
E0 by 0. So if switch 3 wants to send some packet, so it will come like this, like this, like this, like then it will go, right? Like, are you understanding?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not, it doesn't mean that it is directly connected, so it can come here like that
It's
because
blocked by
it's
this
blocked,
one.
right?
Yes.
Yes. Now suppose, let me come to all the switches and run one command which is known as debug spanning tree. Debug spanning tree events. Now come to switch 2, debug, switch 3, debug, switch 4, debug. Let me ping once again, so your MAC address table will be there. -C2. Why 2 is not reachable? PC2 IP 192.168.1.2. reachable, fine. Okay, PC2 is also okay, PC3 is also okay, PC4. Okay, so I just wanted to update the MAC address table. Okay,
Okay.
now what will happen? Suppose if this link is down, suppose this is the link, right?
Yes.
Okay, not this link is already down. If this link is
Yeah.
down, right? If
Yes.
this link is down, okay, so this switch 3 will communicate via this link to reach PC2. See, if PC3 PC3 wants to communicate to PC2, right? So when
Yes.
data will come to switch 3 cannot pass from this way because it's blocked, so it is passing
Okay.
via this one, right?
Yes.
But if this link is down, suppose this link is down, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it will directly pass from this way. I
This
understand.
one is on. Here.
Yeah,
Okay.
after STP conversion, it will make this link as up.
Object.
Okay, so it will pass from this way.
Yes.
Okay, now tell me, for making this link up, right? Okay, it
Yes.
will take how many seconds?
50.
50 seconds.
Yes.
50 seconds, fine, no problem. But your MAC address table, your egging time is for how
Yes.
many seconds?
300.
300 seconds. But when the data will come to switch 3, okay, switch
Yes.
3 know about switch 2, sorry, switch 3 know about PC 2. Now come here, switch
2
3 know about PC2. See here, via which link?
is zero
E0 by
slash 0.
E0 by 0, right? So if he will forward via this link, so your packet will reach or it will drop?
It would. It would. It
It
would.
will
It would drop.
drop. So what TCN is doing, TCN know about these all problems, right? So
Yes.
TCN is showing, TCN somewhere it is written, TCN. So the lab I have told you, see, if this link
Yes.
is blocked, when it is trying to communicate via this link, the packet will drop.
Yes.
Okay, why? Because my MAC address table is for 300 seconds. So I will follow,
Yes.
this switch will follow the MAC address table, right? If
Yes.
this link is up, no problem, but I'll follow my MAC address table. So I'll try to
Yes.
reach from this, it will not be reachable. So I won't be, the switch will, this PC will try to communicate to this PC. So this PC and this PC won't be able to communicate till 300 seconds. So after 5
Yes.
minutes, when the new packet will arrive, then it will communicate, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can say that there will be 5-minute downtime in your network if the topology will be changed, right?
Yes.
So you are thinking that okay, topology is changing, your STP is converging and making this link as up, but your MAC address
Yes.
table is creating problem due to its database, right? Because your switch will forward
Yes.
data according to MAC address. Okay,
Yes.
so by default it is 300 seconds, right? Okay,
Yes.
okay, which is 5 minute. Okay,
Yes.
so all is same about that one. But once it will receive TCN, whenever your switch will receive TCN, okay,
Yes.
it will convert your egging time to 15 seconds.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, means lower than that conversion. Lower than,
Okay.
lower than which conversion? Lower than this conversion, because this conversion take what is the highest timing of this conversion? Okay, conversion is
Okay.
50 seconds, right? But
Yes.
in the upcoming classes you will see that there will be no conversions. Okay, like
Okay.
faster conversions will be there. Okay, okay, so
Okay.
in STP, but in RSTP and in PVST you will see that immediate MAC address, there is no egging time. Once
Okay.
your switch will receive TCN, immediately it will flush your MAC address table and it will create a new MAC address table.
Okay.
Okay, now see here, let me come to PC1 to recreate the MAC address table. 1 4 3 2. Okay, so your MAC address table I updated it, there is no any changes. Okay, fine. Now if I am coming to switch 2, okay, switch 2, and this link I will, the E0 by 1, I will down it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll come to switch 2, conf t interface E0/1 shut, right?
Yes.
So there is a topology change. See, everyone is receiving what? RSTP is running, right? Rapid spanning
Yeah.
tree. Okay. When the rapid spanning tree is there, now if I am coming to switch 3, right? So MAC address. Do you
Okay.
think that there is MAC address? See, immediate MAC address table has been removed.
Yes.
In from all the switches, it's not only this one.
Okay.
So MAC address table, no MAC address.
Yes.
Switch 3, no MAC address. Switch 4, so MAC address table. See, immediately it has expired. Okay, because it is rapid spanning. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, by default my switch is supporting rapid spanning, but if you check another switch,
Okay.
it takes 15 seconds, but in rapid spanning, rapid is faster. Okay.
Okay.
When we will learn about rapid spanning tree, you will see. So here I mean to say that whenever your switch will receive TCN, okay,
Okay.
in STP, by default your MAC address table egging time is 300 seconds, but after
Yes.
receiving TCN it will make for 15 seconds,
Okay.
right? But this is for STP, but in RSTP it is immediate. Okay, in 0
Okay.
seconds. Now if your PC1 is trying to communicate, PC3, sorry, PC3, when it is trying to communicate to PC2, which is 192.168.1.2, okay, immediately it will communicate. Why? Because if you will come to switch 3 and check the show MAC address table, now see the new entry. Okay, switch
Okay.
2 is connected via E0 by 1. Yes, of course it is connected by
Yes.
E0 by 1. So here uh, this TCN is saying that whenever you will receive TCN topology change, okay, then automatically it will remove your MAC address table, or normally it is talking in STP, right? In STP it is talking that it's 15 second, but in RSTP it is immediate. Okay,
Okay.
but you have seen why TCN is doing like this. Why? Because if TCN will not remove your egging time of your MAC address table, what will happen? You have the new link, right? But still your
Yes.
switch is forwarding data from this path and your data is dropping,
Yes.
and it will be there in till 5 minutes. So till 5 minutes your network is down.
Okay.
But do you think that in a big company 5 minutes is a big thing, right? In just take an
Yes.
example of bank. Okay. So now
Yes.
this is the topology change notification messages after TCN. Okay, this TCN is all this message. Okay, now here it's STP 802.1D version. Okay, so we know about common STP, then we know about PVST and the PVST plus, right? Okay, so now we
Yes.
are talking about, did I went to another switch? No, it's okay. Okay, so now here it's a common STP. What we were learning about common STP, now we will be learning about PVST, then we will be comparing with PVST plus. Okay, so if we are comparing with common STP, so if we are writing here to check which STP version we are using or our switch is supporting, okay, so if you can type here this command, remember,
Yes.
so spanning
So
tree
as
summary.
some yes.
Okay, so you will see here I am supporting,
previous RPS
no,
rapid
rapid
previous.
spanning tree. Okay,
Yes.
now I think I have taken the highest switch, that's why.
Okay.
No problem. What I can do, let me take some lower switch.
Okay.
uh, Port ID. Let's take this one. Let's start. Switch 1, switch 2, So spanning tree, yes, this is a root, and then if I'm typing here, so spanning tree summary.
Summary.
Okay, so this is supporting PVST. Okay,
Okay.
because that one was 15.6 version, and let's check this switch. So version, this is 15.1. Okay, so
Yes.
this is supporting PVST, and that was supporting RS. Okay, rapid spanning tree. Okay,
Okay.
so in that, what we were talking here. Okay, now we are comparing here. So a spanning tree summary will give you the your STP versions, what you are using, whether you are using common STP, PVST, or
Uh,
PVST plus, or
uh,
other version. Now STP, which is common STP, it is a open standard protocol, means it was developed by IEEE. IEEE is a common standard, right? Okay, now tell me,
yes.
RIP is a common standard protocol, or it's or common standard. I'm saying it's a open standard protocol, or it's a proprietary of any other company.
RIP is a common one.
Oh yes, it's a open standard.
Yes.
EIGRP,
Is
it's a
a
Cisco
proper.
proprietary, right?
Yes. OSP is
Yes.
a common one.
Now operate a single instance of STP for all the VLANs.
Yes.
No support load balancing. CPU
Okay.
utilization is low, but your CAM table entry is higher.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes it refers to mono spanning tree. All CST, means all common spanning tree switches, BPDU are sent over the native VLAN on a trunk port, and they are untagged.
Okay.
Okay, but this you'll, okay. Now see, this is our, if I'm taking common spanning tree. Okay, see here, instance means a single instance, means if I
Yes.
will send any type of information, my ID will be this 32768 and my MAC address. But normally if we are talking about if I'm coming here, conf t VLAN 10. Okay, exit. Okay, so spanning tree. See, now if you'll see here, if I'm taking about comparing with two switches. Okay, so what we compare as a bridge ID, 32768 plus MAC address, right?
Yes.
But this is the common STP process. But in
Yes.
PVST and some other PVST plus RSTP, they compare what? They compare this plus VLAN ID plus MAC address.
Yes.
So if you come here, see here, VLAN 1 32769. Are you understanding?
Yes.
But
Yes.
see, VLAN 10 is 32778 plus. Why
Yes.
they added the VLAN 10?
The other. Yes.
Okay, now there is only one root bridge for all the VLANs, so it need to generate only one BPDU. But
Yes.
in PVST plus, it will generate BPDU as per their VLANs. If they have 10 VLANs, they will generate 10 BPDU, right?
Yes.
All ports is elected as the block port if it will be the block port for all the VLANs. Okay, see here, if in common STP, if this is block for VLAN 1, so it will be blocked for VLAN 10, VLAN, every VLANs, right?
Yes.
But in per VLAN, see, if it is blocked for VLAN 1, but it can be running for VLAN 10, right? Remember, we did
Okay.
this lab.
Yes, we did it.
Yes. If we change the cost of one link and try to make the root port, then the new port will be congested
Understood.
and other port will be unused, so we can't do load balancing. Okay, now see here it's talking about that if we'll try to make some manual load balancing, because normally CST cannot provide load balancing, right?
Load balancing,
Yes.
yes.
So as per it is running single instance, so there will be no option for load balancing. Single instance means only one path can run with at a time, because when this is sending VLAN 1, okay,
Yes.
so at the same time this cannot be sending as a VLAN 1. But if you have, if it is supporting multiple instance, so I can make this link RP for VLAN 1 and this link RP for VLAN 2, right?
Yes.
PVST, the original spanning tree 802.1 is outdated nowadays, okay, and as you know that it works for a single VLAN or a single switch, okay,
Yes.
but the older one do not support per VLAN instance.
Yes.
Now Cisco saw the need of these spanning tree, right, and the problems, okay, so on all the VLANs, and it saw the problem that we need per VLAN instance, so it created its proprietary version, STP version, which is known as PVST and PVST
Plus.
plus protocol to enable a spanning tree for per VLAN instance. So in this case, every single VLAN on the switches has its own STP process running to detect and eliminate the loops on layer 2 switching network. Okay. So in Cisco switches, root bridge can be elected on per VLAN basis. Now if you'll see here, I am saying that for switch 10 and switch 1 this is root, but if I'll come on switch 2 and I'm coming here conf t, I'll make that as a VLAN 100 exit, and if I'm coming here, so spanning tree, see, for 1 I understand that someone else is root, right?
Yes.
Okay, but for 100 I am root.
Yes.
Okay, now PVST is a Cisco proprietary layer 2 loop prevention protocol. It operates separate instance for separate VLAN, means one for VLAN, and it supports load balancing. Yes, the link will never go down, but normally in common STP one link is always disable block, but
Yes.
and it is not in use. That's why they say that it do not support load balancing. But in PVST,
Okay.
PVST plus, for VLAN 1 it is block, but for VLAN 2 you
Yes.
can still use that link.
Okay.
CPU utilization is high, but cam table entry is low, because cam table, they will, you remember I told you in the beginning of the that your cam table entry will be also as per your VLAN. Remember?
Okay.
You forget?
Otherwise, otherwise, it will not work.
Yeah. See here. So MAC address table. Okay. So here you will have the MAC address table as per your VLAN also.
It,
That's why you have VLAN entry here. See here, VLAN 1,
yes.
VLAN 10, like that. Okay.
For each VLAN, we have
Yes. Yes.
their own
Each.
methods.
Yes. Yes. Supports only ISL encapsulation. Understand? PVST
Okay.
supports only ISL encapsulation. That's why it is not preferred. Okay,
Okay. Yes.
and it is not compatible with non-Cisco devices. This is the big problem, because other
Okay.
vendor switches run CST and
CST,
PVST
PVST is not
is not
compatible with
okay.
CST.
See, other vendors is running CST and we are running
Yes.
PVST because it's a Cisco proprietary and we are using Cisco switches and they are
So it
not
is not
compatible.
compatible
Okay, so
with CST.
yes, so this was the problem. So then Cisco said, okay, this is the problem. No problem. Let's make and
Multiple.
yeah. So what was the problem in CST? So first problem, CST I'm so talking PVST. Okay,
Yeah, PVST.
PVST say that okay, no problem. Let me create. See, we are not using PVST nowadays. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm just saying the problem of PVST. Then we will learn about PVST plus.
Okay.
Okay, first problem was that it was not compatible with CST. Second,
Yes.
PVST was also doing same thing and sorry, CST was also doing same thing, and PVST is also doing same thing. See here,
Okay.
in CST you can see here single instance,
Yes.
bridge ID was the like 3276, and the MAC address for each
Yes.
VLAN. See, VLAN 1 for also same, VLAN 2, VLAN 3, VLAN 4, everything is same, right?
Yes.
Okay, now here I have multiple instance, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
suppose I created VLAN 10, so my bridge ID is this and my MAC address is this, right?
Yes.
So now for here also, in this switch in PVST I created VLAN 10, so for this MAC priority is this and MAC address is this. Now if you are comparing with this two, now tell me, here also VLAN 10 and here also VLAN 10, so which switch
Oh,
will be the
the root
root
bridge.
for VLAN 10?
They're same right now.
No, so I'm asking, no.
Yes.
Okay, okay, sorry, instead of B I have written A.
Yes.
Okay, okay, B. Okay, now tell me, which one will
Yes.
become root for VLAN 10?
The A.
A, right?
Yes.
Okay, for
Yes.
VLAN 20,
A too.
same, this switch A, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now, so what is the meaning of per VLAN? If I want to
Yes.
make uh, root for VLAN 10 for the to this switch 2, but I do not have any option, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so in other condition, your PVST is also acting as a
CST.
spanning tree. Yes,
Yes.
CST, common spanning. That's why they said,
Mm.
okay, no, remove this one, let's make another one. So immediately
Okay.
they made some changes and they made this one PVST plus. Now see what is saying, that now for two VLANs per switch there will be two STP instance. This was great, no problem. For VLAN 10, this is okay, means one instance, and for VLAN 20 this is on switch 1, and here also on switch 2 it was same here. Okay,
Yes.
okay, so after comparing, switch 1 is the root, but it is
Yes.
same, it is acting as a STP,
Common
common
one.
STP. Okay,
Yes.
now the problem is how switches will come to know that which switch STP instance is for which VLAN. Okay,
Okay.
or who will become root, because you can see both looks same for the
Yeah,
switches.
both.
Okay,
She said.
okay, so what they did, they said okay, no problem, they did some changes. Okay, and they
Yes.
said okay, no problem, let me introduce system ID. Okay,
Okay.
so the system ID what we are looking here, this one. Okay, system extended
Okay.
ID. So this
Okay.
we are getting in our switches after PVST. Okay, so in PVST they
Okay.
introduced this one, that initially when each VLANs, okay, there was the MAC address associated for each switches. Okay, to
Okay.
differentiate each instance from other, but it was the wastage of a
This
precious
is
MAC
matter.
address. Okay, so
Yes.
ultimately they came with the idea of system extended ID. Okay, what it
Yes.
does, that it add the VLAN number, okay, in the priority value, means like they started making like this. Okay,
Okay.
32768, then VLAN, then is this one, right? Right,
Yes.
then you can compare and you can make, okay, this can be a root for VLAN 10 and this can be a root for VLAN 20, right?
Yes. So
Okay,
here this
okay,
is.
so this option can be supported by only those switches. So spanning tree summary. Okay, extended system ID, can you see here, it is enable. Okay,
Yes.
uh, so remember I told you how to enable system extended ID. So what they did, they said that okay, if I'm running, suppose this is my switch, and if this
Yes.
is supporting PVST, right? Okay,
Okay.
but PVST is creating problem regarding VLAN instance, right? So I have to come
Yes.
here, okay, spanning tree, um, extend system ID. So when you run
Okay.
this command, right,
Yes.
okay, see this system ID, remember it came for
PVST.
PVST, okay,
Uh, mm,
and rapid PVST. So if we are talking
okay.
about PVST, so they said, okay, no problem. Right now it is PVST. Suppose, for example, my switch is supporting PVST, okay, but
Yes.
my switch is creating problem regarding the instance because default
Yes.
PVST is doing this behavior, right?
Yes. Same thing.
But if according to this behavior, this PVST is what? It's a common spanning tree.
Yes.
Okay, so they said, okay, no problem. Let run that command. Which command? Spanning tree
Except
extend
for
system ID, right?
this
Means
one.
add
Okay.
system ID in your instance.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm giving you instance per VLAN, but the problem
Okay.
was this one was not there, right? But when you will run this system
Yes.
extended ID, then it will add the VLAN numbers. Then it will work as a this one. But
Rapid.
yes, but yeah, and it will work as a PVST plus nowadays.
Okay.
Okay, then they said, okay, but we like see we are like we are users, right? We know that okay, we can run this command, okay, spanning tree
Okay.
extend system ID. But maybe some organizations they just connect the switch and they will start working on it, right?
Yes.
Okay, then the Cisco said that okay, no problem, let me create PVST plus and the system extended ID will be default there.
Okay.
Okay, so in PVST, okay, okay, not PVST, you can say PVST plus, but I just wanted to
Yes.
show you the lab that okay,
Okay.
so in
It is
PVST,
there
how,
in
yeah,
default.
yeah, PVST will do some lab that okay, for VLAN 10, okay, this is root,
Okay.
okay, for VLAN 20, switch 2 will be
Yes.
root, okay,
Okay.
for VLAN 10, switch 1 is root, and this will do this practice. I just wanted to show you something. Okay, PVST plus comparing. Where is PVST plus? Okay, PVST and then PVST. Okay, PVST plus. Okay, now here per VLAN spanning tree. It is also Cisco proprietary. It also operate per
Mm,
VLAN, no problem. Support load balancing, same like PVST. Same this is also,
yes.
but here it support both ISL and .1Q. But
Yes.
PVST was only supporting
ISL.
ISL, so it came with .1Q, so it was the better. Okay, it was also compatible with CST
CST.
with non-Cisco device, better than PVST. Okay,
Yes.
PVST plus is the default mode on many Cisco platform. You don't need to enable or don't need to change, right?
Yes.
And if you want to change, you can come here. Remember,
Yes.
spanning tree mode. Here you can make it PVST or whatever. So if I will make here
Yes.
PVST right now, okay,
Yes.
I think it is PVST already. Okay, so it was
I
already
saw
PVST, yes.
the
Okay,
previously.
and PVST was there, and system extended ID in the older switches you will find PVST, but system extended ID is not enabled. So you have to run that
Okay.
command to enable system extended ID. If you will not enable, it will work like a
CST.
CST. Very good. So PVST is the default mode now after 15.2. Okay, PVST plus came. Okay, but you can see here
Okay.
if I have this switch, so if I'm checking here, so version, see right now this is 12.15.1, right? So that's why
Yes.
it is what PVST is there, right, in mode also,
Yeah.
right? But
Yes.
if I'm using that another switch after 15.2, okay, so
Okay.
let me come here, let me show you TCN. In TCN we are using
Like
15.6.
Yes.
So spanning tree, okay, fine.
Mhm.
Then you can check here. So version, okay,
And
I'm using 15.2. Okay, so you can see here it is
okay,
talking
yes.
here in the book that it from 15.24 e release.
Yes.
Okay, let's check whether it is supporting 15.2. Okay, 15.2. Okay, no problem. We can check like this. Conti. Okay, or so spanning tree summary.
Some
See, it is supporting rapid PVST.
rapid.
But if I will say
Yes.
here, I want to change my mode. So spanning tree mode question mark PVST for VLAN spanning tree. I don't know this. Maybe when I will use, I have another also 15.6 something like that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I saw last time 15.6.
I have it. I have that.
Mm.
Switch port ID. I think in this one. No problem. I have this higher switch here. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just connecting it to enable STP instance here. Gigabit. You know why I'm not using it? Because it's a gigabit interface. Okay,
Yes.
and when you will connect there, then you will start getting message, duplexing message, duplex mismatch, duplex mismatch.
Okay.
Okay, and this switch is the high end switches. Console.
Mm.
Let me take console. See, still it is booting. Can you see here? Take long time.
Yes, taking time.
And I recommend some students, they ask this. Okay, sir, can you share this one? I said that, see, sharing is not a big thing, right?
But
What?
using is big thing.
Yes. Problem is that when you will try to use it, okay, it will consume your lot of memory of your system.
Yes.
Even I have one switch with 15.6.
Okay.
Okay, if it will not show you, then I will show you from there. No problem. That's why you have to work on different versions, so you will know that, okay,
Yes.
see, version is not that you will say that, see, Cisco command is working on all the switches. Okay.
No.
Okay, now see, you are getting this error, duplexing
No.
mismatch error.
Okay.
Okay, that's why what I will do here, delete this link, delete this link. Okay, now I think you are stable now. Okay, so spanning tree. Okay, fine. Okay, and now if you're checking here, so spanning tree. summary. Okay, PVST is running, no problem. But if you're checking here, so
So guys,
conf t spanning tree mode question mark. Okay, everywhere we are getting PVST. I don't know PVST plus.
so guys,
Or
you have
maybe,
to.
yes, maybe after using system extended ID, okay,
Yes.
that is your PVST plus. Okay, sorry, I
Okay.
forget to tell you. I think is that one. Okay,
Okay.
see, PVST was normal, but once they added system extended ID, then PVST, yeah, came with PVST plus. Okay, that's a PVST.
Okay.
Okay, okay, so and remember, okay, if you want, you can do this lab. Okay,
Okay.
like remember, it's very simple. I want to make this. Uh, okay, see here for VLAN 10. Okay, let me show you
Yes.
this lab. Okay, instead of okay, let me show you this lab.
Okay.
So for this, I can use my packet tracer. So here I'm taking switch. Here also I'm taking switch. Okay. Okay, so this is my switch 1. This is my switch 2, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I will write here this is my switch 1 as a root.
Okay.
Okay. And this is my switch 2. Okay. Okay. So this port is DP. This is also
Yes.
DP. This is RP and this
It's
is
blocked.
BLK. Okay. But here I am going to create two VLAN 10. So I'll say that VLAN 10 and VLAN 20.
Okay.
VLAN 10 and VLAN. So normally if you are coming to your switch, let's come here CLI enable conf host switch 1 and then say here VLAN 10 VLAN 20. Exit. Now if you are coming here, so VLAN brief, you have VLAN 10 20, and now if you are coming here, enable conf host switch 2 VLAN 10 VLAN 20 exit. So VLAN brief. Okay, you have it. But now if you'll check here with the command so VLAN, right? So before that you have to create trunk link because it's a two switch, right? So you have to make this link
Yes.
as a
Yes.
trunk link, or no, because we are talking about two VLANs, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you have to come to this switch. Let's check. So interface trunk, not trunk interface. So I'll come here interface conf t interface range fa 0/1-2. Okay,
Yes.
switch port mode,
Trunk
no,
encapsulation.
trunk
Head.
encapsulation. dot 1q and then switch port mode
Not.
trunk. Fine, port is now. Let's come to switch 2. Conf t interface range fa0/1-2
Yes.
switch port trunk encapsulation dot
That
one
one.
q then switch port mode trunk.
Trunk.
Fine. And now if I am coming to switch 1 to verify, so so interface trunk. Fine.
Yes.
Okay, trunking is
Yes.
encapsulation is there. But if I'm checking here, so VLAN brief. Okay, now see, this is 10. Okay, and this is
Yes.
20. So if you scroll up, right, so spanning tree, so he's saying that I am root for VLAN 1, I am
Yes.
root for VLAN 10, and I am root for
VLAN 20.
VLAN 20. Okay, no problem, this is different part. But here he's saying that if I'm coming to switch 2,
Yes.
so spanning tree, okay, he's saying that if I'm checking one, one, okay, so here see what I want to say that load balancing, how load balancing works. See here, if we are talking about here that see, it is a physical topology. So there is one
Yes.
physical topology, but I want to make two logical topology, or you can say multiple topology. That if
Okay.
physical is what, real topology is what, if switch
Yes.
1 want to send data, so it is only using this single link, right?
Yes.
Okay, but here is saying that if switch 1 wants to send data related VLAN 10,
Uh-huh.
no problem, it can go via this VLAN 30, 40, 50, 60, like that. But I want to send when switch 1 want to send data regarding VLAN 20, it can use this link. Means
Okay.
this link can be blocked for all VLANs, but for VLAN 20 I want to enable this link. Are you understanding?
Okay. Yes.
So this is known as load balancing. You can do load balancing.
Okay.
Okay, so how you can do it? So let's come to your switch. Okay, switch 2. So you can see here for VLAN 20, you can see here this FA0 by this is block, right?
Yes.
Remember. So what I want to do, I'll come here to switch to conf t. Okay, so here what I mean to say that I want to make root for VLAN 10 switch 1 and root for VLAN
Yes.
20 switch 2. Okay, so
For
it's very
routing.
simple. If you'll come to switch 2, this is switch 2, right? Now tell me what command I should use, so it will be a root for this VLAN 20. Remember, spanning tree
Okay.
VLAN 20.
VLAN 20.
What you want? See, remember, to becoming a
Root.
root. Okay,
Mm.
so they compare to priority, right?
Yeah, priority.
Okay, so default priority is 32768, but if I will reduce my priority, I'll become root, right?
Yes.
Okay, or I can directly make root with that command. You have two options,
Okay.
right? Okay,
Okay. Or
root
else you
what?
use.
Root primary or
Okay.
root secondary? Of course, root primary.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Now see. Now after some time, you will see that the link will come up. Now if I'm taking here, so spanning tree, so VLAN 20, this is
Yes.
root.
Root
Okay,
big.
port is moving into listening learning process, no problem. For VLAN
Yes.
20, my port is designated and forward state, but for VLAN 10, my port that F0 by 2 is
Block.
block. Now see here. Okay, so now you're doing load balancing, means one data VLAN 10 data will be used by this trunk and VLAN 20 data will be used by this trunk,
Okay.
because this is okay. So this is the benefit of this PVST plus.
Plus.
Okay, now if you'll compare little bit CST and PVST little bit, see CST was open standard, PVST
Yes.
Cisco proprietary.
Proprietary.
Support .1q encapsulation, CST was supporting
Okay.
.1q encapsulation, PVST was supporting ISL
I
problem.
say.
Okay, no VLAN information is attached in BPDU messages. Okay,
Yes.
but here VLAN information is attached in the BPDU messages. This is okay, but this is
Yes.
not okay here. Single STP instance, but this was the problem here, but here it's good multiple STP instance. But problem, if you are using multiple STP instance but you are not using VLAN information, means you are not adding VLAN ID. Okay, so
Yes.
they use VLAN
There's
ID
no
and
need.
then it is used as a PVST plus.
Yes.
It provide redundant link. Okay,
Yes.
but here it provide redundant link plus
Load balancing.
load balancing. PVST we have already discussed. Okay, once a spanning tree instance is generated, okay, one spanning tree, okay, per week, no problem, this is okay. Only those instances are shown in the spanning tree which have active VLANs.
Okay.
Okay, active VLANs means when you add the link inside VLAN, then you will see the instance will be active. But okay, so how you will see that,
Okay.
if you are coming here, okay, so no, let me take new switch. Okay,
Okay.
because this is already there. If I'm taking one switch, another switch. Connected, run. Now I see, I came here, enable conti VLAN 10, exit. So VLAN brief. Okay,
Okay.
here you are saying active, right? Okay,
Yes.
but so spanning tree. Okay, I created VLAN 10. Okay,
Okay.
are you getting any VLAN 10 instance here?
Okay.
No, no, you are getting only VLAN 1 instance, but where is VLAN
Just
10?
the
Yes, but if I
okay.
came here, no problem, no problem. Let's come
Okay.
here, enable conft VLAN 10,
Yes.
exit. Okay, so VLAN brief. Okay, it's active, but if you are using so spanning tree, are you getting any VLAN?
No.
Only VLAN 10, VLAN 1 instance, no VLAN. Okay, so when you want to
Yes.
run the instance, right? So either
Yes.
either what you have to do, either you add this link to trunk or
Okay.
add this link inside VLAN 10. Are you
Okay.
understanding? But the problem
Yes, I
is
see.
what, if you can add this in VLAN 10, but if you create VLAN 20, there will be no
What I
instance for VLAN 20. Again, you have to
yes,
add
okay.
another link. So when you will add link to VLANs, then the instance will be there. But no problem. Let's create the instance for him to show you. Switch this host switch 1. I will say interface FS0/1 switch port access VLAN 10. Okay,
Okay.
come here, conf t host switch to interface fa0/1 switch port access VLAN
Yeah.
uh, VLAN 10. I'm not writing switch port mode access because they are already in you know
Access mode.
yeah, already in access mode. Okay, and now if you are typing this command, so spanning tree, now you will see that instance is running, but are you getting, see there is no instance for VLAN
One.
1.
Mm.
Okay, that's why we have to add the link to trunk, or okay,
One.
so here it means that you will have instance only when you have active VLAN. See here many
Okay.
people say that okay, I'm getting active. See if you are typing here, so VLAN brief, here you are getting active. Active means, it doesn't mean that active, your VLAN is active but your
Yes.
instance is not active.
Yes.
At instance you will have instance as per your VLAN, but only instance will run when the VLAN will be active with interface.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so if switches are connected with the trunk link, then all instance of a spanning tree can be seen. Means if you
Okay.
have 10 VLAN, then you can see all 10 VLANs. Okay.
Okay.
Now root bridge manipulation. Okay, we will see how, see one we have already seen, but we will see root bridge manipulation, that okay, I want to make this as a root bridge, this as a root bridge, this as a primary root, this as a secondary root. Okay, so
Okay.
these all we will be checking root scenario 2, scenario 3, okay, scenario
Yes.
4. Okay, tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Cool.